Good afternoon. I'm forewarned meteorologist Kim Adams. In just a few hours, we go into a flood watch as we expect strong thunderstorms to bring flooding rains over the next 24 hours.
The wreckage of a fighter jet still on the ground in the suburbs of Detroit as a federal investigation kicks into gear. Why this investigation will be more difficult than others. Also, a member of Detroit City Hall calls this her Oprah moment. We're going to talk about who's reaping the benefits of a program that's expanding. And here's Paula.
I'm going to introduce you to one of the newest employees of a local police department, and as adorable as he is, he's not just here for warm and fuzzy reasons.
Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News First at 4 starts now.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Karen Drew. First at 4, we are counting down to another round of storms, and much of our area will be under a flood watch. The forewarned weather team tracking the very latest in the radar to let you know exactly what's headed our way. Let's get right over to Kim Adams. Kim.
Placed under a flood watch. It is not for all of Metro Detroit, though. It's a very specific area. Genesee, Livingston, Washtenaw, Oakland, Wayne, and Macomb counties. Anywhere you see shaded in green are under a flood watch from 8 p.m. tonight all the way through Tuesday at 4 o'clock, so 24 hours from now. It does not include Lapeer, St. Clair, or Sanilac. It also does not include Monroe or Lenawee counties, so it's this one specific area. We still have a couple more hours, though. If you have outdoor plans for the next, I would say 2 hours, you should be okay. But there are some showers and storms developing back out to the west in Grand Rapids down to Kalamazoo. So far, none of them have been severe, but they do contain some pretty heavy rain, and that's what we're concerned about here in Metro Detroit again over the next 24 hours. Look how much rain we could get by midnight tonight. Over an inch of rain expected at Metro Airport and in Ann Arbor, just under an inch in Howell. And then as we go through the day tomorrow and into tomorrow night, we could see as much as 2 inches of rain on an already saturated ground. So I'll be back with a look at these storms and show you when they'll be moving through, a better timeline for you in just a few minutes.
All right, we appreciate it. Thank you, Kim. In our other top story this afternoon, we've been getting a series of updates on that crash of a fighter jet during the Thunder over Michigan air show this weekend. We are learning more about what is next and why this investigation could be more complicated than other plane crashes that we've seen. Kimberly Gill joins us with the very latest. Kim?
Hi, Karen. Good afternoon. The video of the crash has gone viral and remains one of the top stories at clickondetroit.com. The two people in the vintage Soviet fighter plane ejected themselves before it hit the ground Sunday. Today, the NTSB offered an update live on Local 4 News at noon. The two men in the plane are recovering. We're told the pilot has serious but not life-threatening injuries. The other man suffered minor injuries. As of noon today, the NTSB had not interviewed either of them, but the FAA has talked to both men and says the pilot reports losing power before they ejected. The plane landed in Van Buren Township and slid about 500 feet, leaving pieces of smaller debris along the way. The NTSB has been documenting the scene today. The plane is a MiG-23, which was built in the former Soviet Union back in 1981. So we're told that's what makes the investigation even more complicated.
Because of the complexity of this airplane, we can't really do a whole lot of examination of the aircraft itself here on scene. So we'll have to have the airplane moved so that we can do further examination off-site. In this case, we have a fairly large airplane, and you know, the fact that both pilots survived and there were no ground injuries is a very good outcome.
Yes, so the NTSB says a preliminary report on some of the circumstances will come out in about 10 days, but what they call the factual report and probable cause could take up to 2 years, Karen.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Okay. So it went down near an apartment building. I know a lot of folks had to evacuate. Is there any word in terms of when they can get back home?
Yeah, that's a great question. So we're being told that could start happening as soon as tomorrow. We're not for sure, but that's what we're told. Environmental experts are also on the scene doing cleanup and monitoring that situation. So we'll have another update on Local 4 News at 5. We'll let you know if there's anything new.
Such a crazy story. And seeing the video and them getting out of the plane, you just, I understand why it's viral, because you just keep seeing it. Wow.
Exactly.
All right. Thanks, Kim. Sure. All right, more money flowing into more neighborhoods in the city of Detroit today. Residents received a double dose of good news for the Neighborhood Beautification Program.
So this is my Oprah moment. You get a grant, you get a grant, you get a grant.
Oh, any day you could have an Oprah moment, right? The city was supposed to announce grants for 45 neighborhood groups, but the director of neighborhood services and economic development had even better news. She says the city boosted the funding to give another 33 deserving groups some money as well. Nonprofits and neighborhood groups use the money to clean up public areas, plant gardens, and create new public spaces. And that's not all. Mayor Duggan says the city will move $2.6 million in American Rescue Plan money to pay for 3 more rounds of funding in the coming years.
We're going to have 3 more rounds of this starting later this year, because this is Detroiters planning their future and having the money to rebuild the neighborhoods the way they want, not the way some out-of-town investor wants.
This is a program that is making a difference in neighborhoods across our city. And it's also one way that the city is helping those groups to help turn blight into beauty.
Now, to be more specific, the city says those applications for the next round of grants start in January of 2024. Contact the city for more information on how to apply. Well, the so-called Goon Squad has pleaded guilty to all the state charges against them down in Mississippi. The 5 former sheriff's deputies and a former police officer are charged in the torture and abuse of 2 black men. They had already pleaded guilty to federal charges in the incident from January of this year. Charging documents allege they broke into a home, assaulted the men for 2 hours, and called themselves the Goon Squad because of their willingness to use excessive force and not to report it. They will be sentenced at a later date. The world is watching events in Hawaii with heavy hearts and growing concern. The death toll is already up to 96, but officials have said they haven't searched most of the wreckage left by those raging wildfires, so that means they could find more victims in the coming days. Firefighters are still battling some flare-ups today in Maui. Fires are now Hawaii's worst natural disaster ever. The Fulton County Courthouse in Georgia is the scene of a grand jury hearing today in a case involving former President Donald Trump. Earlier, a list of criminal charges against Trump briefly appeared online, but it was taken down. A spokesperson called the post a mistake, but did not elaborate. The grand jury is hearing evidence on the former president's actions regarding Georgia's election results in the 2020 presidential election. We're following this close. We'll keep you posted if there is some new information to share. Okay, so don't let the button nose and the cute furry exterior fool you. Sterling Heights Police says there is nothing cute and cuddly about their newest employee, a comfort dog by the name of Toby. Paula Tutman shows us how this new acquisition is expected to be a critical tool in crime fighting.
Newest employee at the Sterling Heights Police Department. He is cute and he is adorable, but he's not just here for warm and fuzzy reasons.
Is Toby here?
Yeah, Toby's here.
Hey, Toby.
The 13-week-old Poodle King Charles Spaniel mix is already a crowd pleaser wherever he goes, but Sterling Heights Police Department's newest team member, Toby, only looks warm and fuzzy. He's here for a serious job.
We have 4 canines that go out there and they find bad guys and drugs and they pursue people that are trying to get away from the police. This is a totally different concept. This dog, this comfort dog, is for our own internal staff and for victims of crimes.
What a good boy.
The police chief pulls no punches on why his department needs a comfort dog.
We have more officers killed by suicide than by gunmen in the United States every single year. So for someone to say, oh, the mental health and welfare officer doesn't matter, they're tough guys, it does matter.
Oh, it's a big stretch.
Not only for officers and staffers.
You feel them when they have stress too. You can feel the environment here. He helps melt some of that away.
Good boy. Where are we going?
But Toby's being trained by Detective Maureen Murphy to attend in-house witness interviews as well as on-site crime scenes.
I think he's going to bridge the gap between the police and the community.
And even though he's new on the job, she already sees a difference in her fellow officers.
When he walks in, like I said, people light up. It brings this moment of their stress. You could see it release out of their faces. Honestly, their smiles come back, even if it's just for a minute. Let's go. Good boy.
And a lot of PTSD and a lot of trauma. These officers see people die in car crashes. They see victimized children. This is on a weekly basis. The trauma they see in a month would be a lifetime of trauma for the general citizen. So people to say, oh, cops should just suck it up and who cares about their mental health and welfare, I won't stand for it.
You want your belly rubbed? Okay, lay down.
The need for relief, if even for a moment, if only as some puppy love. It is so critical The chief wrote the dog into his general operating budget as 100% absolutely critical gear, a new tool to fight crime by helping the crime fighters. Cost of this program, the dog costs $3,000 and it costs some food and vet bills and things like that. But the benefits to this police department, according to the chief, priceless. Paula Tutman, Local 4.
Toby still has many weeks of training before he goes out on the street for victim interviews, but so far he is a fast learner. The chief says he's already worth every penny from his general budget.